it's Jeremiah with Tops Vacuum and Sewing. I'm here with Jen today. We have some exciting information to tell you about the Juki TL18 QVP and the Juki MO2800 Serger. So what do you know about these machines, Jen?
Okay, well, pop quiz, Jeremiah. Do you know what the one machine is that I have in my sewing studio at home?
Let me think about that. No.
It's the Haruka Juki TL18 QVP. This is the one machine that I have in my house.
What do you do on it?
Well, at home I do a lot of home deck stuff. I hem all of my jeans because I'm only 5'3". I do little alterations for my kids, anything around the house. But what I love about it is it's a simple machine and it's a workhorse. So it's cast aluminum, so it's gonna be an anchor forever. So it's really heavy, super solid. For quilters, when I'm quilting, it comes with a great quilting package. What I really love about all the feet is that they're integrated shank presser feet. So you don't have a snap-on, so there's no flexibility, and so you're gonna get a really perfect, solid seam every time. So here's that little screw that you can take off of the 1/4" presser foot, but they're all really, really solid, which I feel like that machine is just solid.
Something that's really interesting actually about every single one of these feet that they include, and even all the optional accessory feet that you can purchase for this machine, these are the same feet that they use on Juki's industrial machines. So any industrial feet also work on the TL18 machine as well. So
Very cool.
very, very awesome. This is a really crazy walking foot too.
It is a crazy
Do
walking
you use
foot.
that?
Yes. No, I don't. But it does come with a walking foot as part of the quilting package, and it also comes with the guide, so that you can set your wide seams or whatever. This goes right in the walking foot, so you can make that work. Something else is kind of a creature comfort for piecing when I'm at home is having a flatbed is super ergonomic, and it's really comfortable when you're pushing your strips through.
Absolutely.
If I'm using a free arm, I feel like I'm kind of catching my fingers a little.
Right.
Do you ever get that?
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
It's got a generous throat space. I think it's about 9 inches. And what I didn't know until I actually started sewing on it is it's not just about this, but having this height.
Having the height.
Yes,
Is
just
very
makes it so light and bright. So I love sewing on this machine. The other thing that I really, really love is because it's simplistic, you've got your reverse lever right here. So whenever you're sewing, you're not hunting around for your reverse button. It's just like, boom, there's my reverse, whenever you need to backstitch. You also have a thread cutter, you have a needle up, needle down, and you have a speed control. And this machine is fast.
How fast is it exactly?
1,500 stitches per minute.
1,500 stitches
Yes,
per minute.
super fast when you want it to be fast.
That's fantastic because, like most domestic machines you would buy are usually right around that 1,000 stitch per minute mark. So that's absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Super industrial.
Something that I really love about this too, so you actually get 3 different quilting feet. So your open toe quilting foot, your closed toe quilting foot. What is this one for exactly, Jen?
I believe this is an Echo quilting foot.
That's your echo quilting
Yes, and
foot.
again, I'm going to come up and show you guys these feet because they're heavy, they're metal. I mean, they are just really, really industrial. These are going to get the job done for you forever. You're never going to have to replace a foot on this guy. And we sell a ton of Juki TL18s. And I've never heard anyone regret buying one. We have so many people that have them in their studios for piecing. If you do any kind of bag making, all the bag makers are using the TL18. So it's just a really, really great basic machine. It also still uses, imagine this, metal bobbins. Okay, so just metal all the way through the whole machine.
That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic.
And then for if you're doing free motion quilting, I did a couple samples here. You just drop your feed dogs right here. You have this awesome big extension table that comes with it as well. And you can see here, I'm a little out of practice with my free motion skills, but here's your front. So you can see there's your gorgeous stitch quality on the front, But then the back, don't pay attention to the quilting, but look at the stitch quality that you see here on the back.
Just as beautiful on the back as it does on the
Just
front.
as pretty on the back.
Absolutely.
So that's a really, really good feature about the quilting as well.
And then you also have, this is a knee lifter, so if you're doing like appliques or anything like that, that you're gonna wanna
Applique
raise.
or chain piecing where you wanna shove your next piece in, yeah.
Yeah, so that's really awesome.
Right there. And then I did bring a couple samples as well. So for bag makers, here I've got 4 layers of real leather, and you can see, I mean, it went through them like butter. So 4 layers of leather. I've got 15 layers of upholstery fabric, and it just went through them just as pretty on the, I know you guys can't really see it, but you're just gonna have to trust me. Perfect on the front, perfect on the back. And then I've got 12 layers of denim here. I mean, this is like a sandwich. And it went through them just fine.
That's great.
And 2 features that are on the TL18 that they haven't done on any of the Juki TL series, whether it's the 2000, the 2010, the 2020, is you actually have the, I always get these confused, but this is the presser foot height or the micro lift, yes. So if you do have a huge sandwich of denim for some reason, you can put this all the way up and then your presser foot will go up.
One thing that's really neat is if you lower the presser foot, and then once you turn this, you'll actually see the presser
lifts
foot
up.
ever so slightly just rising up. So it makes it much easier.
And then you can also change your presser foot pressure, so you have both of those adjustments as well.
Just like so.
There you go.
Fantastic. You couldn't have done this on this machine without raising this
No,
height.
no,
There's
definitely.
absolutely no way you could have ever done that.
Yeah.
And the presser foot pressure is really nice because it actually has a little gauge in here that shows you
Exactly
how
where you
that
are.
works exactly. So that's really awesome.
Mhm.
That is fantastic.
Let's talk about the needle threader for a minute.
Oh, the needle threader. It is a little bit different style
It's
needle
different,
threader.
yeah.
Once you get the hang of it, of course, it's very simple to
Mhm.
use this. But it just threads it quite.
And you know how some needle threaders, it's okay, they can't even see if you thread it anyway. Oh, perfect! Good job. But some needle threaders are super finicky. You know, sometimes we'll get some in that are a little bit bent. I don't think I've ever seen one of these go out.
I've never seen one.
Yeah,
of
and
these.
these are very rarely in for service. I mean, and
Yes.
it might just be like a tune-up. So if you're looking for a solid machine, if you're a quilter, if you're looking for a solid machine because you're a bag maker, or you just want like a multi-purpose machine, this is it.
This is it. This
It's
is
perfect.
absolutely it.
Yeah. So is there anything else that we need that we forgot? It comes with a couple other feet. You have an adjustable zipper foot. So that's good for bags. You've got your 1/4 inch presser foot that we already talked about. You
Your
have
right compensating.
your right compensating foot. You can buy a left compensating foot as well if you wanted that extra.
And you also have your old hem foot that comes standard with it as well.
Mhm.
Something else that, while we're talking about things that don't come with it but are available for it, there is also a thick fabric throat plate. So as thick a fabric as this is that Jen sewed through, you could actually sew through more with that plate. And I always like to tell people about that accessory simply because it's not something that you can get for really any other machine on the market.
Yeah, and do you ever get calls about people that want like a Juki industrial machine?
I do, yes.
And for me, the drawback of a Juki industrial is yes, they're great and they're strong and they're gonna last forever, but it is a big machine
It's a big
that
machine
sits in a big table
and a big pan of oil.
in a big pan of oil.
Mhm.
And this, for 95% of our customers, is gonna be,
Pretty much what you need.
and
It
it's nice and
really is.
small, it's portable, so yeah.
Absolutely. One other thing that's really interesting about this machine.
Yes.
So this foot controller. So it may look like any old foot controller, but it actually has one really amazing feature, and that is the heel tap feature. So the heel tap on this foot controller actually activates the thread cutter. So you can just continue sewing along. You never have to reach up here and touch your thread cutter button.
Yeah.
You just heel tap, feed the next piece of your project through,
Yep.
and continue on from there. I will say that in case you maybe accidentally heel tap when you're not supposed to. It does come with a really lovely stopper that goes on the bottom, so you
Yes.
don't inadvertently tap that while you're, sewing your project. Takes a little bit of getting used to.
I have that plug on all the time because it's not a big deal to just pop up here and cut your thread.
I
It's a good
personally
option.
love the thread cutter in the heel tap.
Different
so-
strokes, huh?
Different strokes,
Mhm.
absolutely.
And your bobbin winder is having that nice speed control with the rabbit, winds a bobbin like that. So Jeremiah, how much is this awesome machine?
So this awesome machine, MSRP is $18.99.
Okay.
There is a current national promo price on this machine right now for $15.99, which is really just an awesome price because
For a machine that's gonna do all that and last you for literally forever.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So,
But here at Tops, we do a ton of events in all of our stores, and we do convention centers and all that, which I did want to do a little plug about events. If you go to topsvacuumandsewing.com, all of our events are there, and they are just phenomenal. And the food is always really, really good. I'm a foodie, and the food is always really, really good. And it's always included.
and it's always included.
Okay, back to the pricing. Okay, so here at Tops we do a lot of events. We have open boxes. For every event we open brand new machines and then we put them back in the boxes in the styrofoam and pack them up. It's always best to call us and see what our specials are, and we promise we'll make it worth your while if you call us. Our phone number at Tops is 1-800-280-4919. So that's a really, really good way to get the latest information on these
Absolutely.
awesome machines.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great, thanks, Jen.
You're welcome, Jeremiah. Now, what do you know about the MO 2800?
So the MO 2800 is an awesome 4-thread serger. So this serger is going to do a lot of things that most sergers do that, serge fabric. So we're going to have 4-thread overlocks, 3-thread overlocks, rolled hems, all your basic serger stuff. What's fantastic about this serger though, is you have this lovely trim bin that I'm taking off.
And I feel like trim bins are kind of hard to find now.
They really
Like,
are.
on some of your top high-end machines, they don't even come with
Yeah,
them.
there's a lot of sergers out there that just don't come with a trim bin.
Yeah.
And so what
Easy.
do? Just let it fall on the floor? I don't know.
Mm.
But what's really special about this serger is it's actually air threading. So all I have to do is lift this little lever up, turn the hand wheel towards me, and now I have 2 ports here that I'm going to put my thread into. Press this button, and it's going to thread those loopers like magic.
So it's not going to be an air pump, it's going to be a
It's
push.
an actual electronic air threading
Wow,
system that
okay.
this serger has. It's truly fantastic. I also have a built-in needle threader on this machine that threads both needles with just the flip of a little switch right here. So
Pretty easy to use.
very, very easy
Okay.
to use, absolutely. What else I like is that they keep my lint brush as well as my needle screwdriver and my tweezers just conveniently in this
Because
little
even though it is an
area.
air thread, you still need the tweezers.
Yeah, I
to
mean, on
pull the thread
occasion,
back.
you may want to pull your thread through the needle all the way.
Mhm.
This also comes in handy if you're doing things with thicker threads. So things like pearl crown rayon, stretch thread, those things will somewhat thread through the loopers, but sometimes you need that extra little help to pull
Mhm.
those through. So obviously you're going to need tweezers there, of course. This serger actually comes with your standard serging foot, but it also comes with one other really valuable foot, and this is your curve foot. So this is
Ooh.
actually included with this serger. I really love that. You also get this lovely little threading guide wire. So this is actually to help you thread those heavier decorative threads through there, as well as things like stretch threads, maxi lock stretch, and also like the poly yarn thread and woolly nylon thread. So the final accessory that I really love with this machine that comes with it is the knee lifter. So this, you don't find a lot of sergers
I was
that
gonna
actually
say,
have
yeah.
a knee lifter. So for me, having this is very nice because although you don't really raise your foot a lot when you're serging, there's times like going around curves and things like that where you just need to raise it a little bit so you can kind of move your fabric underneath of the foot. So
Mhm.
I like having that feature because, sometimes you need both hands.
Definitely.
for whatever you're working on. So.
And what about, I see we have our differential feed here. What are all these knobs that we have
So
over here?
we do have our differential feed here, and then this is also our stitch length up here.
Okay.
Then right here we have our cutting width. So this is our stitch width right here. Of course, you can lock your blade down. You flip this lever, it's really simple to transition the serger from overlocking to rolled hems. So really and truly one of the easiest sergers I've ever used. The nice thing is the manual of this that comes with this serger is actually...
There's an actual manual?
There is an actual manual.
Awesome. Okay.
And what I love about it is it's very detailed. So it tells you which needles to have in for which, specific stitch you want to do, where to have your levers set, where to have your stitch length set, where to have your stitch width set. They really set you up for success.
Well, and I even see the icons here. I mean, you can see here's my second thread, and it has a green square, and then I can see my green square here.
Yes.
So it's like a diagram.
Yeah,
of
everything is color coded, and that's what I like. So most modern day air threading sergers, you don't actually have color coding.
Right.
What Juki's decided to do with this serger is they color code it, because it's a little bit old school, but they understand that people who buy these sergers, they want that help, that this is what they're used to. So to me, this is one of the most valuable features, is just the color coding, because I'm set up for success instantly with that. So.
Cool.
So I think we have a special price on these. Do you know
We
what
do
that
have a
is?
special price. We always have a
We
special
always
price.
do.
Okay, so the MSRP on the MO 2800 is $2,099. So our minimum advertised price that you'll find online everywhere is $1,599. Great
Wow.
deal, yes. But of course, we also have show machines, we have open box machines, we have local specials. So best to call us and we'll tell you what's going on. Again, that number is 1-800-280-4919.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then the other advantage that you have with tops, so we
Oh my God, there's so many.
there's lots.
You know what I just remember before we get into the Tops Advantage, which I love the Tops Advantage so much, but we also offer free shipping. So if you call us and order a machine, you're going to get free shipping anywhere.
Great prices. 800-280-4919. I mean, it's a win-win all around.
It's a win-win-win.
Right?
Yeah. And the other thing, so we're going to talk about the Tops Advantage a little bit.
Yes.
All right. So with all Tops machines, regardless of when you buy them, where you buy them, all Tops machines have a 10-year warranty, including parts and labor.
That's awesome.
We do all the warranty work here. And we have 12 locations in Florida. So we're always going to be here. We're not going anywhere. We've been here since 1945. So we're not just your mom and pa type little dealer that's going to retire and move off.
Fantastic.
So 10-year warranty, including parts and labor. You also get lessons for life on all of your machines.
Right.
Great.
That's great. And free phone support. I mean, I know that lots of people purchase machines from lots of different places, but if you call and talk to me on your MO 2800 or your TL18, I'm going to be able to sit in front of either of these machines and walk you through step by step what's going on or how to do something that maybe you're unsure of doing.
Yeah.
To me, that's very valuable, because
Absolutely.
other places you may call, I mean, you can't call Amazon, you can't call Walmart and ask for help on how to use your sewing machine or your serger. It's just not going to happen. So
We are professionals and experts.
absolutely. So I'm in the Port Charlotte store.
I'm in Palm Harbor.
So, you're always going to have that support from
And
Jen,
if I don't
myself.
know it, I call Jeremiah or we phone
Yeah.
a friend.
We
We'll figure it out.
We're a small business, but yet we are still a very large small business. So if we don't know something, which that doesn't happen too often, but there will be someone in our organization that does, and I just think that that's one of the most valuable things
Yeah, it's a good team.
that we have to offer.
Yep. And then the last thing of the Tops Advantage, do you know, Jeremiah?
What is the last thing of the Tops Advantage, Jen?
It is you have a year to upgrade. So let's say that you buy the MO 2800 today and you're just like, I wish I had a little bit more, a little bit bigger, better, faster on any machine. You have a year to upgrade. So you get exactly what you paid toward your next machine.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Absolutely
So that's the Tops
fantastic.
advantage.
Right.
So we've got tons of events, we have great prices, we have 12 locations, and we're here for you.
Unlimited support.
Yeah.
800-280-4919.